Well, hello and welcome back to Good Knit Kisses. I'm your host, Kristen, and today is Wednesday, which is yarn and needles, needle knitting. And I'm so glad that you're here today. If you're joining me on the replay, welcome. And it could be any day of the week. If you want to find more videos, you can go onto the main page for Good Knit Kisses and click on videos. And you can look at the playlist. We have one for Monday, which is Q&A. Tuesday is loom knitting. Wednesday is needle knitting and yarn, and Thursday is crochet. We do have some old videos that are on the Friday day where I did some social media stuff. So if I ever have social media news or things that would help someone that they want to know in a Q&A, I'll address that on a Friday. And you're welcome to see those at any time. Carol helps archive that for us, and she does a fantastic job. And welcome if you're joining me live. Please let me know where you're from, even on the replay. Love to know where everyone in the world is from. And say hello. So we are getting back on schedule here, and it's Wednesday, running late today. Doesn't matter if you're on the replay because you got me when you get me. But I have been having to readjust, and apparently Facebook wasn't working for me this morning. I hit the live button, wasn't working, so I'm just rolling with it. And I had to redo the studio because I positioned the other end of the studio to be like when I do my videos, and I realized, oh, this side needs to look nicer. So I was messing with it this morning. So anyway, I got my coffee. Get your coffee, get your tea, and let's sip away. Okay, well, I'm so glad that you're joining me, and I am so glad to be back. I've promised to get more on a regular schedule. Normally, I try and do broadcast Monday through Thursday around 8:30 Central, between 8:30 and 9:30 Central. It just kind of depends on my schedule because I do work from home with the kids. And anyway, I usually take time to say hello, so tell me where you're from. Hey, Carol Blakely in Canada, and she is my awesome lady. She helps at Good Knit Kisses do all sorts of crazy things, so if you don't know who Carol is, check her out. She actually helps me archive these videos, so if you're looking for the videos, go to Good Knit Kisses page, click videos, click playlist, look at all those videos. Monday Q&A, Tuesday loom knitting, Wednesday is knitting and yarn, Thursday crochet, and Friday sometimes we have social media. So she helps with that. She also helps with the blog. She does a great job with the blog. She does amazing things I can't even begin to tell you. She even helps people when they're starting patterns and they want to be featured on our site. So if you're interested in featuring a new pattern of yours, reach out to us. So anyway, and you can go to contribute at goodknitkisses.com. Thanks for joining. Hey, Brandy, I see my friend joined me. Rebecca, hello. Lisa Ann and Brandy. And oh, let's see, how do you say your name? Vesselmoy? Hello, and you're in Norway? I am so excited. I'm totally botching your name. I am so sorry, but I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. And Lisa Ann, oh, she's in Alabama, and Beth is in Kentucky. Hey, Stephanie. And Cheryl, she's in Louisiana. And Norma Jean, hello. Norma Jean Tally. Tally, that's one of my family names. I've seen you hop on, but I guess I haven't really noticed your last name before. My grandmother was a Tally. Well, my mom was a Tally, and then, anyway. Yeah. So, anyway, welcome. Good to see you guys. So today I wanted to go over what I'm going to be working on for Yarnspirations. I'm working on this scarf here. And I wanted something that would be great for men because men are often left out, but we often want to knit for them. And if you are a man who knits, you're like, hey, I need more patterns for myself. So I was rummaging around the Yarnspirations site and decided, you know what, one of the first patterns I want to do for them is a men's scarf. And you can also use it for women, or you can make it for a whole blanket. So I'm going to go over the stitch pattern, and that will be uploaded onto their website, onto their YouTube page, and I'll be doing a blog for them. And so you want to look out for that and join their newsletter and join up with their YouTube page. And then I'll later on this month be working on the new pillow that came out and the lookbook. And so we'll be doing that as well. And I do want to show you, we're going to flip the camera over here in a minute. I'm going to show you on the Yarnspirations website what that looks like when you go. And if you want to get some inspiration from their inspiration machine on Yarnspirations. So it's a great place to go if you're like, you know, it kind of feels like pattern jackpot. So if you go on there and you're just like, I just want a random pattern, let's see what they have. You know, like do, 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 do. It's like pulling the jackpot machine, the slot machine or something on a pattern. It's kind of fun. So anyway, I'm gonna say hello a couple more times and then we're gonna jump in. Hey Joanne, and Joanne's our other lady. She is doing amazing, fantastic. Is anybody enjoying, y'all hit the love button if you are enjoying them, the memes that have been happening on Good Knit Kisses this year, starting off. We are doing all kinds of fun yarny goodness stuff, and Joanne has been helping lead the way in that. And it has been so fun. This one lately about like knitting, you know, buying yarn is not my problem. Is that I buy it faster than I can work it up, so that I can knit. So anyway, she's responsible for all this fun stuff. So y'all give her a hand and tell her, give her some love. So way to go, Joanne. I love seeing all those fun things and sharing them for sure. So anyway, thank you so much. And April, look, see, you're getting all these little love buttons here. April, welcome. Oh, she's in Charlotte. Hey, I have been to Charlotte. That was a great place. Let's see, we got Leah and Heather and Amber. Hey, Amber. And oh, Heather says I was cleaning my kid's room when you came on. I hope I was a breath of fresh air. So you stopped. Well, good. I hope I'm more fun than cleaning your kid's room. I better be. Unless it has just very interesting things. Oh my gosh, you feel the love. Big hugs. Oh, she does great. Hey, Cece, and you're in Deep South Texas. Hey, howdy. Leah says, has anyone heard the site fabric.com? Trying to figure out if they're a good place to buy yarn from. If you have, please let her know. Please reply later on. If you're on the replay, go to her comment and reply and let her know. Because I don't know. So that's what I love about community. Y'all be sure and answer each other's questions too, because I'm just one person. Claire says, hey, happy you have a new home and new career. Thank you so much, Claire. Thank you. And Claire's out in Florida, I believe. Hey, Martha, good to see you. Good to see you. If you're just jumping on, I had a little bit of trouble getting on this morning. Facebook was not cooperating. And then also, like, I started to hit the button before all that didn't happen. I'm like, oh, I had all these weird boxes behind me. I had this massive box of buttons. It was in this awful looking cardboard box. So I had to get it down and then I dropped it. Oh, thankfully there are buttons and not something else. And then that big pink bag above me. That's a massive bag, like up to my waist, and I'm 6 foot. It's up to my waist and it's full of yarn. Like, yeah, that's like donated yarn to me. So it's like kind of random and some of it can be tangled and stuff. So that is full of yarn. And then I put all these little things up behind me. I forgot because I positioned, if you saw my video the other day, it was really fun with Summer. It was on this side and now you're looking at this side because my computer's behind me so that I can flip the screen, which I'm going to do here in a few minutes, and show you guys the Yarnspirations.com site for the inspiration machine. So anyway, oh, we got a bunch of people commenting. Let's go back. Let's see. Oh, Heather, talking about her kids' room. She's got 3 boys. Yeah, that has to be a breath of actual fresh air to talk about yarn. Oh my gosh. You got some darn good yarn? Ooh, darn good yarn. Did you get that from the fabric.com thing? Darn good yarn has that sari yarn, this silk, reclaimed silk stuff. And let's see. April says if anyone knows any good yarns on Amazon, that'd be awesome. You got a gift card for Amazon and need to figure out what to get. Well, there are tons of things on Amazon. In fact, April, Amazon would be a good place if you want to get books or tools. That would be outstanding. So anybody who got a gift certificate for Christmas, books and tools are a great place to get your Amazon stuff like that. I prefer that for those things, just because I like to see the yarn, touch it and smell it and stuff like that. I know, I said smell it. I'm one of those weirdos. Anyway, all right. Let me flip around. I want to show you guys. Good morning, Ellen. Oh my gosh, I'm just having so much fun saying hi to you guys. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a video. Oh yeah, darngoodyarn.com. That's a good one. Oh yeah, put the OM for, because I don't think it's CM. I think it's COM for .com. Okay, so this is my sample that I'm working up, and this one, I'm sorry you can't see it as well, but you will in the video, in the video that I do. Be sure and go to Yarnspirations on YouTube and go and subscribe to that, because when I do a video for them, it'll get uploaded to their channel, and then I'll be doing a blog and stuff. And then if you subscribe to their newsletter, you'll be able to see all the goodies there, including their lookbook stuff, which we're going to look at here in a second. So I'm going to be doing this one here, and this is a really cool steep diagonal, and you can use this same, sorry, it's attached to my ball here. You can use this same pattern for making an entire blanket or shawl or anything. Today I'm using Bernat Softy Chunky, and this is the emerald color. And you can see there's some other really fun colors in it as well in the background, that bright green that I love to do. But I'm doing a pillow later this month, and it's going to be in yellow. So I was like, I don't want to have two of the same kind of color family. So anyway, good morning to Laura and Antoinette, and we've got April chatting. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to flip over, and we're going to go to the Yarnspirations website. And let's see, when you go there right now, go to yarnspirations.com. That's how you spell it. YARNSPIRATIONS. And you go to .com, and you can see the, let me see if I can refocus here. Let's see. They got their website. They got their phone number, their 1888 number. Uh-oh, I'm having an issue with my tripod here. Here we go. Okay, so this is the Great Indoors. Let's see, this is the Great Indoors. This is from their new lookbook here. Look at this Essential Stripes knit. And these are all, this is the new lookbook right now. Look at these. Aren't these beautiful? These are the Pebble Pop knit pillows here. This is an easy pattern. Let's see if we can get this bigger. Look at that. This is what we're going to be working on later on this month on my channel. Do you like that? This is the Trinity stitch or the raspberry stitch. And then let's see. That's the pattern for that. And then let me go back. And here's this pretty mitered pillow. This is the Mighty Mitered knit pillow. Isn't this nice? Isn't that beautiful? I love this. And I love how they did the colorations here. Like, so it's like got this big old plus sign here, and then it's got an X, and I love all the geometry involved in this. I bet Joanne wants to make one of these. Yes, she does. So you've got all your miters, and then you put them together. And I just love how they color blocked it. It's really cool. And then that is also listed. I think that's an easy pattern as well. Let's see, is it listed as an easy pattern? Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, this is listed as an easy pattern. And then you go click on this area down here where it says download pattern. If you want to get it, you can get a custom kit and get all the yarn. This is where it shows you exactly what they used, which is so cool. You can click on contrast A, you could contrast B, and then so if you want to change them, you just click on the color here and hit change, and like say I want to do pink, and then you would know that this blue here would become in pink. Isn't that cool? Or I could go in purple. Wouldn't that be neat? This is so cool. So like if I wanted to change my contrast C, I go that here and do that as well. And so if I wanted to say this color palette here, this is using Karen 1 pound yarns. And anyway, so you punch in whatever you need here, and then you can hit add to cart and place your order, and then they send it all to you. And of course you've got the pattern, and you can start looking at the pattern. Here it is, like sitting on a bed. Let's see. This one right here. Oh, it's just giving me that close up. But anyway, you can see it here. Okay, so here, let me go back. I want to show you a little bit more about this Yarnspirations machine. So you can go down here and look at all the really fun things in here. Oh, this is fun. This is a crochet pillow, but this is really, so if you want to do a crochet one, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I love how they put the colors together on this. Isn't that nice? And let's see. Go back. Go back, Kristen, go back. Okay. Oh, stop. Okay. So this is how we view the lookbook, and you go scroll down, and then you can just kind of flip through like a page in a magazine. You see that? And you can actually click on the patterns that you want and go right to it. Check that out. So you get to see all the neat blankets. Look at this. This is a knit blanket. Isn't that cool? It's like and it's all put together. This is also a knit blanket. And everything's clickable. And you can see what the pattern level is. Like this is an intermediate. See, there's your crochet pillow. I love that you can just flip it. It's like having the magazine right there. It's so cool. And I love this one. Now this picture doesn't show up as well. Let's see if I can make that bigger. When I click on it, it's going to go to the page, and then I can go a bigger picture here. Isn't that nice? I shared this picture yesterday. I think this kind of looks like a new classic look here. It just looks really nice. And then I love how they did this, the tassels on here. They've alternated the different colors on here. If you're not a big giant tassel fan, I can totally understand. You can leave the tassels off as well, but I think the pattern is just lovely. Let's see, let me go back. So when I go back, it goes back to the lookbook and the page that I was on. And then we flip through again. See how they've got the different colors here and the tassels. Now this is folded over so it doesn't look every other one here. And then there it is there. And that sweet little dog. Isn't he sweet? Or she. And the little crochet basket. I'm just kind of flipping her along. There's that pillow again. Mighty mitered pillow. And then here's this is the Ombre Ridge knit blanket here. I am one of the few people who say ombre because of, I believe that's how you say it in French, but I know a ton of people that say ombre, and I'm like, I can't make myself say it that way. There's the Trinity stitch, the raspberry stitch for the Pebble Pop knit pillows, and I'll be doing that one. And I'm going to come back to y'all's questions. I'm not ignoring you. I know that you're writing to me. Okay, so this one right here. So now you get into the pattern information, and then when you get into the back, it starts telling you more information. Like say, I'm like, oh, look at this cool pillow. What about this one? And so I click on it. It goes right to it. It goes into the colors for it, and you can click download the pattern, and it goes right into the pattern, and it lets you know what all you need. It tells you the stitches and things, so you can say, oh, you know what, this is a little more complicated than I wanted. Let's get another one. Or, oh, this is just right. You know, which yarn do I need? That kind of thing. So this is the one that I had chosen, and I'm going to show you how I got to that. So let me go back. Okay, so I didn't choose anything for the first one that I'm doing with the lookbook. I went all the way down here to the inspiration machine. Do you see this? So when I'm on the main, so if I'm on the main website for Yarnspirations and I go scroll down, I go to the inspiration machine, and then I can find all kinds of things. I'm gonna go scroll through your comments and see if I need to answer a question real quick. You love those pattern pillows? Oh yeah. Joanne loves the geometry on the mighty mitered pillow. Martha, yes, I'm going back to doing my daily shows now that I moved, and hopefully all unpacked. No, I'm not really all unpacked, but I'm mostly unpacked. So I'm at the point where I'm like, okay guys, I have to stop and I have to do this. So yes, absolutely, Heather, I am getting a ton of all this rain. And yeah, and Mikey did do that one. Mikey's done several things, but you know what the thing is I have a different audience than Mikey, and there are some ones that there are some things that are going to overlap with him. Let me flip the camera. Hey, so since I'm not like pointing at anything, I'm just gonna have my face on here. So Mikey and I are both the Yarnspirations host, and he's mostly crochet and I am mostly knitting. However, lines can kind of blur, and we do have different audiences. And so because he is mostly crochet, and he does have a side channel which is called the Knit Crowd instead of the Crochet Crowd. So he is featuring some things, but I'll be featuring some. And he is not aware of when I'm going to do something, and I'm not aware of when he's going to, so he gets to choose all his fun. It's really cool because we can both choose the same thing. We don't even know it. What he doesn't know is that I had already picked a few things before he had, and then he actually did them before I did, because he's been all set up with them for a while now. So he knew about some things coming down the line before I did. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy my teaching style if you already follow me. And if you're new to me and you found out about me from Yarnspirations, tell me that you're new and you found me through Yarnspirations. I would love to know. I'm going to have a different teaching style than Michael. And he's a buddy of mine, and I've known him for years. And anyway, I'm so excited to be doing this alongside of him. And it'll be cool because maybe like he'll answer something, and I'll answer something that maybe you didn't quite catch that time. So anyway, I'm sorry it's chopping my voice, Heather. It may be the weather where you or I are from. I don't know. Sometimes that happens. I am on my internet, but it's like been weird. So anyway, hey, Kathleen, you're in British Columbia, Canada. Well, good morning. I'm so glad you're here. Gorgeous pillow cover ideas. Yeah, Yarnspirations team did a great job. I love it. Oh, Joanne, you love the tasseled Afghan? Yeah, it's really awesome. Carol, that's one of your favorites. Which one was that? Was that the tasseled Afghan? Yeah, they're so cute. Hey, Mark, Team Kristen, you're so fun. I love it. I'm an amazing lady. You're an amazing lady. Team K. Oh my gosh, y'all are so cute. Yeah, Team Yarnspirations, that's really what we're doing. So and I'll be doing all kinds of things. I may not always do Yarnspirations, but I do things specifically for them, although I love their stuff. So so what I'm working on right now, I'm doing Bernat Softy Chunky, and it's also an exercise in like finding a pattern, and you're like, I don't necessarily want to use that yarn. Let me see what I can do. So let's show you what I did. So I said, hey, I want to use, I want to find a pattern that would be nice, but maybe I want to I don't want to use as many stitches. I want a quicker knit. I want a chunkier knit. So what did I do? I went to something and upped my needles, and I had less stitches. So anyway, oh, Darlene, you just turned me on for the first time. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. So I'm going to zoom back over to the website here. I'm going to flip the camera, and I'm going to show you the Yarnspiration site. So here we go. Okay, this is the inspiration machine here, and you can check the box for crochet or knit. And if I don't want to look at something, I can uncheck that box. If I want to have something that's a beginner pattern, then I can do that. If I want to click to easy and make it just a little bit harder, I can do that. So it says, so when you click on the different areas, it says beginner, commit to it. Click here, it says easy, and then intermediate and experience. So this is where you're committing at, okay? Your level. Where it says express it, it says active. I want an active pattern, a bold, a fun, relaxed, romantic, simple, a timeless, urban. So I'm just kind of clicking along here. I'm going to click timeless and easy, season, fall, spring, summer, winter. Let's do winter. Let's see, and that's season. On here where it says give it, I'm going to say it's going to be given to a baby, a cat, a charity, dog, home, kids, men's, women's. Let's click men's, and you can hit surprise me, or you can just hit search. Okay. So I'm going to hit search, and I'm going to come down here, and I'm finding all these men's knit patterns that were for the winter, and they're easy to do, and they're kind of timeless in design. So check this out. So we've got this cables and textured sweater, a dad's cardigan, or a handsome scarf, this men's cabled scarf, ribs and cables for men, men's hats, rugged raglan, all these right here. So if I want to knit for the man in my life or the man in your life that I'm knitting it for, then I can do that. It gives me lots of them. Let's say I'm like, oh, I don't want winter. Let's see what they have for fall. I'm going to hit surprise me and see what happens. So this was a surprise me, and I think it just like kind of randomizes everything and it takes it back to square one. So I'm going to click that again and hit search. Let's see, that made it spring. I'm going to do fall. I'm going to do simple, and we're going to do men. I'm trying to see how I had found that other one. Search. Okay. So we've got all these different patterns: men's basic hat and scarf, men's cabled socks, tie me up is the tie, Steve's beanie. Anyway, all these things. I know this is for men. Let's go for dog. Look at that. There's a dog sweater. Look at that. Cables and hearts dog coat. Isn't that cool? What do they have for cats? Let's see. I don't have anything for cats. But I also have different seasons too. So anyway, you can also do an advanced search, and you can just go click in here and find, I mean, this says, like, look at this. There's 3,607 items. So 3,607 items. And you can sort by, you know, if it's new, you know, here's the new patterns that are on here, you know, and it goes kind of in order of that. Anyway, it's pretty cool, right? You could have 36 to a page if you want. So it's a really cool way of sorting. So you can also like, you can also click on search by just going into the search area. So, anyway, let's see. Oh, somebody wants to know about kitty cats. Let's go do that right now. What do they have in kitty cats? We'll go back to the Yarnspirations machine and see what they have. All right, we're going to click on crochet. We're going to do cat. We're going to do, let's see if there's a beginner one, fall and cat. Let's see, search. Nope. Easy. Okay, so I don't see it in there, and that's in fall. Summer, winter, fun. You know what? Maybe we need somebody with an idea for a cat item. But it is listed, so I don't know. You might have to just say, let's see, cat. What happens when I search cat? So I get all these fun things. But you know what? That's the fun part about searching around, like, right? It's like a little treasure hunt. So we can find something there. I'm going to skip over to what I had found, and I found these men's interchangeable scarves. And so if you want to type men's interchangeable scarves, or men's scarves, I found this really great pattern here. And this has got, excuse me, this has got several of them. It's got 6 patterns in here. And they're all made, they're using the Karen Simply Soft, the Simply Soft Heathers, or the Simply Soft Paints. And those are the different materials in here. I'm using, like, so this version 1 is called Steep Diagonal. This is this one here. And then there's a garter rib, moss rib. Let's go down here. This is a shaker rib. This is a zigzag right here. And then the salt and pepper tweed. So the one that oh, you're welcome for looking. This one right here is the one I'll be working on that I'm showing, and I changed it into, oops, I'm upside down, hold on. I changed it to the Bernat Softy Chunky. So instead of using this Karen Simply Soft, which is a smaller yarn, I'm using a super bulky number 6, and I'm using a US 11. So this is the 6, and I'm using the US 11 or 8 millimeter. And so I upped my needles based on the recommendation. And then what I did is I found out the, it's a multiple of 6, And so I cast it on with a smaller number of stitches, and this is what the result is right here. This is my result. Let's see if I can get more light on that. So it's less finer work, but it's got that really cool rib to it. So once you get going, it's really, really nice. And so I think having like all these men's scarves all in one place is kind of fun, right? So a lot of these are basic patterns. You'll find out and you're like, oh, well, I'm making this in a scarf. I really can make this in an entire blanket. So once I learn this, I really got that pattern down. It's a great way to learn that repeat. So anyway, so there you go. I decided to do that as my first project, so I'm finishing up this sample here. It looks like you would need 2 balls of the Softy Chunky. If you want to join me on that Yarnspirations, you're going to need a number 11 needle, which is an 8mm, 2 balls of Softy Chunky. I would recommend something that's in a solid so you can see the stitches really well. I had picked a couple of them that had like a tweed and some other color changing, but I didn't think that they would like show that stitch really well, because this stitch doesn't really need much change to it. You can do it in a solid and it looks really nice. So this would be a good gift for your loved one. You can make a red one for Valentine's or something, right? So anyway, I hope you guys have liked that. I hope it's helpful. Did you guys like the Yarnspirations machine? If you did, please hit the love button. Did you enjoy it? If you have anything in the lookbook, the current lookbook, or any past ones that you would like me to personally do, oh, look at all that. I love it. Oh, I love it. If you have one that you'd like me to personally do, even if it's just like the stitch pattern or particular stitch in there, please write it in here and let me know. I would love to work on something for you. So I've got the whole year. So I've got all these different patterns and projects that I'd love to do. And the Yarnspirations team is amazing. So if you have a yarn that you're like, please feature this yarn, please let me know and I will work with that. So anyway, love you guys. I'm so glad you're here. I will see you tomorrow for Thursday crochet. And in the meantime, be sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are not, go to youtube.com/goodknitkisses and click on that subscribe button. Make sure and click on the little bell or the alert thing so that you get emails. And if you'll go to the Yarnspirations YouTube channel and click on subscribe for them, because I'll have videos coming up on both places. So you guys have a great day. Happy knitting and crochet. Bye.